Now, this goes to all the Instacart customers out there. Anyone who is ordering Instacart, if you do not put a replacement for your item, I'm not going back in and getting the item you wanted because it was out of stock and now you have a replacement. As soon as I refund it, you need to be checking your phone and hitting me up and saying, hey man, I would rather have this rather than that because they don't have that in stock. Let me just get this as a backup. I'm fine with that. But what I'm not fine with is getting a item and you saying this is what you want, you have no replacements, and it only says refund item at the end. I refund it, you don't say nothing. I get back to the car, I've already checked out, already loaded this stuff to my car, start the engine, and then you hit me up and say, hey man, I really needed milk. What? We should put a replacement. I really needed milk. Do they have any 1%, 2%? Yeah, they had all the milk in stock except for the milk you asked for. That's it. And then you're gonna hit me up and say, well, if I cash app you, would that be okay? And you could just run in real quick because I see you're still sitting there. I can't accept your cash app because it's against the rules for me to send you my cash app and have you send me money, then go and swipe it out. And I know I have the option to swipe it out of my own money and then hit up customer service saying, hey, this is what they told me to do, and now they wanted it, and I had to pay for it out of my own pocket. That sounds like a goofy situation in its own. I'm not doing that either. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold you accountable to your actions. Your actions state that I want this milk, no refunds, here's a replacement. Or I want this milk, and if they don't have this milk, refund. And that's it. Your actions said that you wanted it to be refunded, and that was it. And now you want me to go in there because you want some milk and you need some milk? Well, you're gonna have to place another order. I know you, and this person lives super far, like all the way up north side Cave Creek. Which is like 30 minutes from where I'm at right now. So they live far. But there is a Costco closer to their location. I don't know why or how it assimilated this plan to come pick up from this one way over here on the south side to deliver all the way up to the north side when I have to pass 3 Costcos just getting to your house. So I don't know how that works, but I don't schedule stuff. I just see the trip. If I want to do it, it's worth it, cool. Or if it's going in the direction I want to go, cool. Whatever the case may be, that's what I do. This is only 9 items. That's it. Boom, easy peasy. Would have been 10, but guess what? They didn't have the milk. So it is what it is. So tell me, do you do that? Like as a driver, do you Instacart drivers replace the items or hit them up? Like I've heard a lot of people say, well, I just message them and say, hey, do you want this instead of this? Well, I work in really rich neighborhoods and they don't message back unless they have a problem or they would like something that I just refunded to be replaced with something else. 99% of the time, they do not want a refund. They want what they ordered, or they'll come up with a backup and say, well, do they have this? Do they have that? Boom, there's my backup. That's that. Poor neighborhoods, and where I hardly ever work, which is kind of where I started at because that's where I live, I get this. Oh, well, crybabies. Sorry, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're gonna have to place another order. I know I could have hit you up and say, hey, I'm refunding this item, but do you want is there something else you need? The only time I do that is when that's the only item on the order. That's the only time. And 80% of the time, they only wanted that one item. Other times they're like, well, yeah, if they have this, they have that. But all the other times, they'll be like, no, I want this one item, which makes it super annoying. And now I got to call customer service, explain to them what happened, and then they got to go back in the back end, type in a few things, and boom, that trip is off my radar now. It takes too long. Like a 10-minute trip is now turned into a 25-minute trip because I had to call customer service and deal with them. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes, guys. I want you guys to understand that if you are a customer of Instacart and you would like something, make sure you put a replacement if they don't have it. Otherwise, it will be refunded if the only action says refund. Sometimes, well, most of the time, it says choose replacement. This one was refund only. There was no choose replacement. So otherwise, I would have chosen replacement. But it said refund only. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to refund it only. That's all. That's it. That's how it goes. If you want it to be any other way, then you make sure that you put choose replacement. It's that easy. If you want a replacement, I will put a replacement. I would much rather replace it with something similar rather than anything else. I don't want to refund it. It goes against my little record. I don't want to refund it at all. But I have to sometimes. So therefore I do. So you as a driver, do you refund them? Or do you sit there and spend all that time messaging them, waiting for a reply that never comes, and then next thing you know, you're like 5 minutes over the time it said to take in the store. So like that trip right there, since there was only 9 items, it said I had 13 minutes. So at minute 7, I didn't find your milk. And if I would have messaged you, I might have went over my time just waiting for your response to probably be, no, I only wanted that one. Because like I said, I work in rich neighborhoods. Rich people don't want their refund. But rich people, every time I hit refund, they will hit me up. I'm talking about immediately. Immediately. It's never been a time where they don't hit me up immediately. Now, if I have a question, they'll ghost me all day. But if I refund the item, immediately they send it back and say, hey, I want this instead of that. Poor neighborhoods, they don't do it. They sit there and complain and make it harder and make it more inefficient to get it done. And then when you get there, it's like, oh, leave at door, third floor apartment. Not me, sir. Not me. That's why I don't work in these neighborhoods, because I deal with stuff like that. It's just this one was moving in the direction of where I wanted to go. So that's the only reason why I even took this trip. I always start in the poor neighborhood, but I'm always taking a trip that takes me to the neighborhood I normally work in. So I'm not going to sit here and deal with what you got going on over here, because I don't even work in your neighborhood. I most likely will never see your order ever again, because I don't work in this neighborhood. Neither here nor there. Okay? So leave it in the comment section. If you, as a driver, sit there and message them and say, yo, blah, 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 message them back and forth until you finally come to a conclusion of what they want, or do you just refund the item because you feel how I feel? Let me know. Let me know down below. And if you were a customer, leave it down below on what you would like us to do as drivers when you put refund only. Would you rather us message you? Would you rather that happen? Or do you not care and just how it happens is how it happens? Leave it down below. That was my rant for Instacart, bro. I love the job. I love doing what I do. But I got some trips are just annoying. I wanted to kind of like put it out there because I know there's someone else out there that feels the same way I do. And I appreciate you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.